have so much to talk about. I think I'm on a roll in terms of my goals. Is Wolfie distracting us? In the beginning of January, I made some goals. A lot of goals actually. Some of them included nutrition, miscellaneous stuff, fitness stuff, and lifestyle stuff. My main goals were to meditate, journal, and really focus on my fitness goals. I just wanted to switch it up a little bit because I've been doing basically the same thing for almost a year. I don't know why, but in the beginning of January, I was obviously really excited for 2023. Days are passing by in January. I didn't really feel motivated, or I didn't really feel like I was actually progressing in my goals, which whatever, it's completely normal. January just started, probably 10 days into the new year. I met a bodybuilder at the gym that I work at, and she was so inspirational. She was 40 years old. She's a single mom of 2 sons, and she is so built. Like, she was jacked. I had a really good conversation with her. I was just asking her about advice. I was asking her about like how she did it. When we grow older, it's so much harder for us, especially women, for us to lose weight, to keep our metabolism. Our body just naturally deteriorates over time. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared of that. So I was just naturally asking her, I was like, how the heck are you so built? She told me about her workout split. She told me about what she eats, the mental battle that you had to face. And then I started to become more motivated because I think there's so much more potential that I could reach. I think I can definitely get stronger this year. So I want to switch it up. I want to avoid burnout. I freaking hate burnout, especially fitness burnout, because mine lasts like 3 or 4 months, which is so frustrating because you basically had to start from square one. So anyways, my friend, he sent me this website called Lift Vaults. He said he gets his workout programs from this, so I decided to take a dive in it. I don't really like following programs too much because I just like doing my own thing, but then I found a 10-week glute program, which I'm actually really excited about. Printed out literally everything. I have the link in the description box if you guys want to see it as well. I put it on an Excel document, organized it myself. I took screenshots of it when I'm at the gym so I can look at it. I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited for this. On my 2023 vision board, I put a lot of gym stuff, and I have a really good feeling about this year, or at least right now, because I am staying very accountable, which I'm really proud of. I just wanted to go over the program a little bit just to give you guys a little bit more information, because if you are interested in trying out something new, then I would highly recommend checking out this website. There is an option for beginner, intermediate, and advanced workouts. So I printed out the estimated 1 rep max calculator. This is a calculator to help you understand how heavy you should be lifting. I did write down what I was lifting on the day of, so I always have that for reference. On the first page, it does have the definitions of the acronyms that you may not recognize if you haven't been working out for too long, or if you don't really lift weights. So there's a couple things I need to pay attention to when I'm following this workout. It's gonna be a little bit tricky for the first week or 2 because I'm still trying to understand the lingo. I'm still experimenting with my weights as well. But anyways, regardless, I'm very excited for this. I want it to be about the journey. I want it to be about the accountability, about the experience. There are tons and tons of workouts on that site, so go ahead and take a look if you're interested. Okay, first things first, you want to start up with a warm-up. I did 5 minutes on the treadmill, just a simple 13:30, and then I moved over to dynamic stretches. I am focusing a lot on hip mobility because now that I'm squatting, I want to make sure that I can get the full range of motion while protecting my form. So I want to make sure that I'm doing my best to like really warm up the body and stretch it out so that I can be as efficient as possible. The program also comes with a mobility / warm-up routine, which is really nice. It did include some hip bridges there, some body squats, and also some upper body warm-up exercises as well. Although I said I was going to be as accurate as possible when it comes to following this program, I did want to change it up a little bit, just doing some small changes that really doesn't make a difference. It's just something that's a little bit more convenient to me. So for my lower body days, I added some bands, more abduction bands, and I really made sure I was focusing on hip mobility and also just trying to get into the flow of warming up before squats. In terms of being accurate with the program, I really want to make sure that I am doing the exercises in order and the days in order as much as I can. So the first exercise starts off with some squats. I have not done that in so long, so I'm just kind of playing around with the weights a little bit. Since it is my first day of this program, there are some movements I haven't done that I'm not really comfortable with, so I spent the majority of my sets just getting a feel of the movement and the technique before I started piling on the weights. I'm not gonna lie, I am so scared of conventional deadlifts because I'm just so scared of getting injured, but I am trying to make a point to show myself off, try and prove myself wrong when it comes to my strength, because you will always be surprised by how much your body can lift and how much it can do. So right now I am just doing my hardest to keep that form up. And oh my god, the conventional deadlifts hurt like a bitch. Sorry for my language, but it hurt when it came to my grip. I really need to work on that. And of course, classic hip thrust, my favorite. Had no problem with this. Okay, going back to the whole, I want to be accurate with the exercises. So I was supposed to do a forward eccentric lunge. I am doing backward eccentric lunges because I feel it more in my glutes that way, and I just like it better. I feel like I can balance better. Maybe eventually I'll actually do the forward lunges, but this was good for me. Another good thing about the program is that it reminds me to stay present and grounded. Not only does this exercise force me to go slower and think about the muscle, and it helps me properly get into the flow of the supersets. And the last exercise are weighted planks. I used to do planks all the freaking time years ago, and I was bomb at it. But ever since I started going back to the gym, my core workouts, disgusting. I need to pick up my strength again. And honestly, planks are really, really challenging and really hard, but they are so rewarding. Save your tears for another day. I'm done the first workout, day one, and you know what? I'm gonna admit, I do have to get used to the lingo a little bit, and I also need to pay more attention and be present. So for example, when I was doing squats, I thought I had 3 sets, but I only had 2 sets of 5. I haven't done squats in a really long time, so I still have to experiment with the weights that I'm at. And it's tricky when you're training by yourself because I find that I underestimate myself very much. The general rule of thumb when you're lifting heavy, you want to measure how many reps you can do in one set. If you can do 12 to 10, then that's a relatively light weight to you. Basically, the higher the reps, the more lightweight it is to you, meaning you can go heavier. I needed to play around with that a little bit, so I wasted basically my entire rep playing with the weights, and then at the very end, the third set is AMRAP, as much reps as possible. The idea here, rep until failure, and it's hard for me to do that because not only do I underestimate myself, like I mentioned, I'm just so scared of injury, so I don't want to push it too hard. I think that's something I definitely have to play around with. For the conventional deadlifts, that's something new. Usually I do RDLs, but conventional deadlifts are pretty different. They do train your booty, but they also train your back, your lower back, and your traps. These muscles here, these shoulder muscles. So when I had the bar on my back, my traps started to get fatigued. So it's something that I have to get used to. Oh yeah, and something I really need to work on is my grip training. I'm not sure if you can see, but I'm starting to develop calluses on my hand, which is really nice. Even though my hands are going to be ugly and no longer feminine, the grip training is so essential because I don't want to use straps. I want to try and train my grip so that I can hold on to the bar, hold on to heavier weights because I can lift heavy. It's just my grip training sucks. Oh, I totally forgot about the planks. I have not done planks in years, like literally years. Actually, my core was probably the strongest when I was doing home workouts, and then once I started going to the gym again, I kind of let those go. So I'm starting to get back into cardio. I'm doing 13:33, and then I'm also training the abs. Planks are really good. It helps you with your form basically. But yeah, so far 9 out of 10. It's really fun and I'm excited. Okay, so today is upper body day. Love this for us. Right now, the program calls for a little bit of chest, a little bit of back, and a little bit of shoulders. Thankfully, the upper body days are pretty simple. I believe the concept around these areas is that you want to obviously lift heavier, but there are some muscles, specifically the shoulders and the biceps, that we're working on. We are doing higher reps and lower weights, which is nice because I personally build a lot of muscle. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but it's easier for me to build muscle on my upper body. So I could do a couple exercises and I would instantly notice a huge difference in my upper body versus my lower body. Literally after this workout, I'm not even kidding, after this workout, I noticed my shoulders were more defined, and at first I thought it was the lighting, but I was like, no, that's my shoulders getting more round and built and toned. So yeah, that just gives you a little bit of information of how easy it is for me to build upper body muscle. When it comes to the upper body days, I have a little bit of a better understanding of where I stand when it comes to the weights and the reps and reserves and what weight I have to go into. So that has been nice. But there are also some exercises that I genuinely enjoy. I love skull crushers. They are great for your triceps, and I love it when I end the workout feeling like it was very simple and easy, and then the next day I find I'm sore. I love that. I mean, it's lovely.
Jeter les filets d'amour, remonter-les dans 2000 ans. Les mains se serrent, les mains se serrent, les mains se serreront fort sous un soleil de papier d'eau. Jeter les filles, jeter les filets d'amour, remonte-les dans 2000 ans. Si c'est la fin, si c'est la fin, si c'est la fin des romans, alors je te retrouverai.